Guys, you are now watching a clip from the Fellas podcast. You can listen to the full podcast exclusively on Spotify for free. So make sure to head over there, leave us a 5-star rating if you enjoyed, and follow the podcast.
Tempo Arts versus Godson. I am a Tempo Arts fan now. I'd actually never heard of this guy beforehand, and I've heard of him here. He's actually such like a humble, like, nice bloke. Massive fan of him. He's on like this weight loss journey, and I'm not gonna lie, bro. I saw this Godson. Godson came out with Krypton Conan first of all. That was so weird. It was just random. It wasn't weird. Sorry, it's just random. I just didn't expect Krypton Conan to walk out with him, but he looked absolutely massive. I thought this. By the way, this Tempo Arts guy is only 18 years old, and I looked at this Godson guy. I was like, this poor lad is about to get the shit.
He's 29.
Godson, yeah. So
did they rap on the walkout?
Nah, they didn't.
Just walked out.
They just walked out. But yeah, Tempo Arts in round 1, the guy sort of quit on his stool. He claimed that there was a dislocated shoulder. If that's the case, then yeah, fair. You can't really do much about that. But Tempo Arts was buzzing. But the mad thing is, at the end, he calls out True Jordi.
How big is Tempo Arts? Like tall?
110.
How tall is he?
110 kilos, I think.
Oh,
that's what he said.
Oh, he's more than that.
No, he said in his thing, he was like, I'm 110 kilos. In his interview, I swear he said that.
Oh, I would love to see True Jordi in the ring.
But I think True Jordi is actually made for like this type of thing.
He does box as well. Like you can always see him, like he puts up sparring footage
with Vidal's dad. Vidal's dad trains him, by the way. So look, Tempo Arts, I'm a big fan of what's going on right now, but I'll be honest, I do think that True Jordi gives you
Tempo Arts fought on the Ed Matthews versus Simple Simon card.
Yeah.
Yo, I tell you what, before we move on to the next fight, I ain't seen Simple Simon in a minute. What happened to him?
So they've got this group, 3 blokes and beers or something. So it's Simple Simon, Chef Dave, and I think it's that guy who used to do the TikToks about footballers' big dicks. You know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I think they've got this like group on YouTube, and they're creating fake beef.
All right.
Wow.
Anyways, yeah. So look, between True Jordi and Tempo Arts, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I think it could be a long day for Tempo Arts, but I seriously think. I know Jordi replied with a tweet saying like, show me the money. And I know that True Jordi is naturally, he's done well off of this whole thing anyway. So he's got loads of cash. He's not strapped for cash, any of that. So he'll be fine. But I think he should just do it. And even if it's like an okay payday, it's not like the big payday, because I seriously, I think he steps in, he probably beats Tempo Arts. Like True Jordi genuinely is pretty good from what I've seen. Admittedly, it's all on pads, but whatever. He beats him, and then all of a sudden, it's like, damn, True Jordi, because you got to remember this heavyweight division doesn't really exist that well. It's not really got anybody there that you look at and you go, okay, so that's a heavyweight. So this is an opportunity for True Jordi to come in and literally just fucking run the entire heavyweight scene. And then not only that, if you are the best in the heavyweight division, you just start going, yeah, 400, 500K a fight.
Yeah.
I'll fucking...
Like, it's not...
Yeah, but I'll spark him up. I genuinely think if I hit True Jordi full power in the face, I'd knock him out.
I reckon. You know how when you get punched, you go like that? I don't think it even moves. Seriously.
Every time I
Let me see your guns right now. Let me see your guns right now.
Look at that.
Skinny tax.
Skinny tax.
It's called going to the gym, Prodi. You should fucking learn about it.
Yeah?
Yeah? Learn about it? Whatever. Anyways, True Jordi versus this. I think there's a space for TG to jump in here and actually fuck shit up. What do you think? Possible?
If he can get through me, it's possible.
Next up, we had Halal versus Ginty. This is the world's worst fight. Literally, I don't even want to talk about it for too long. And you know what was even crazy is the promoter, Mams, literally tweeted out like, you lot, if you don't make entertaining fights, you're just not going to fight on the cards again. So, and this fight, it was just them like this.
Too scared to go in?
Too scared to go in.
I've seen,
look, it worked in Ginty. You could say that was Ginty's game plan or whatever, but it's like, it doesn't matter. We're here. This is Misfits. It's all of entertainment first, boxing second. Those are the rules here, right? You failed rule 1.
Did Ham say he was not going to fight again?
Yeah, Ham did come out and
say
he wasn't
say that?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where that's at now, but... Anyways,
I don't know.
Next up, we had Astrid Wet versus AJ Bunker. Now, there's a little bit of and this in our group chat, I know, look, Ethan, I don't want to dig you out here, bro, but you said that you thought AJ won on decision. I'll be honest, I thought it was a pretty comfortable Astrid wet win, but this was an absolute brawl. And again, shows why we need new people constantly coming in and fight, because this was an absolute war. This was a scrap. There was zero technique, just vibes. Only vibes, and it was so entertaining.
I don't like it when there's no technique.
When you watch this, bro, it's literally just it's like they're using them symbols, clap like this. It is so entertaining.
I'm with you, Chip. When
I watch it and they've got no technique, I'm like, okay, fair enough, you got in there and you did it, and then you're a beginner, but whatever.
But like the nose is busted up, like, bro, that's entertainment.
I don't even feel like it though. For me, it's just like that's gonna happen, innit? If you whack someone in the face, and nose is gonna get busted. I like to see when a YouTuber or a TikToker or a streamer has got in the ring and actually shows a little bit of something. I'm like, fuck, man, you worked hard, or you did. It's good, it's impressive. That's what I like. Okay. When a YouTuber steps in the ring and you can see they've got a bit of technique, it's like, good on you, lad. That's all fucking good quality stuff. If they step in and start throwing those over fucking hands, I can't watch it. I can't say I'd do any better. I'm sure I would be that person, but I
said, and you know what's crazy is in our predictions thing, I said I didn't care about this fight.
Yep.
This ended up being what I thought was actually
your favorite fight.
This was the fight of the night for me. It was just a total scrap. Like, wow, talk about entertainment.
I've got that one correct. That's the only one I haven't watched, so I need to watch that.
Now, we have King Kenny versus Raksu. Look, after our predictions, Raksu actually quote retweeted a video of ours.
Yeah.
Okay. And he said something along the lines of like, look, guys, appreciate you were talking about it in a fair way, which I think we did. But he was there like, but you're wrong.
I don't think we were, right? Because you were like trying to like weigh up the things, and I was like, I don't really know. So I just went, yeah, Kenny win.
Yeah.
And I just didn't really say anything about. Well, I didn't know. Actually, I didn't know anything about him.
It was a case
I'm going to back Kenny.
It was a case of Kenny. Look, he always looks good when he got in the ring, but he just didn't throw.
He looks like he has the technique, just not throwing enough, right?
He didn't throw. I don't know whether he was scared. Like Raksu might have hit him early on, and he's gone, oh fuck, this guy's actually got something about him.
Quite big, by the way,
bro. Fair play to Raksu. It was
guy.
Impressive the way he won as well. Was sort of, from what I could tell, a little bit on the back foot throughout the whole thing. But he landed the most, and it was a fair result. Raksu should have won that fight. I know Kenny will be disappointed with that, but he'll just look at that and go, I don't know why I didn't throw.
Yeah.
I heard that supposedly in Kenny's corner, the coach was saying that like he was winning all the rounds, and so if that was the case, if the coach was actually saying that, then that's not even really Kenny's fault, because then he's just going to keep doing what he was doing, and he's not going to feel the urge to need to go and land significant punches or try and get a KO. So that is really on Kenny's corner if they were genuinely saying that. If not...
Could you hear that on the stream? Is that what...
I just seen a few tweets about it.
Couple of rumors. So, I really want Kenny's next fight. I just want him to fucking go for it, man. I really want him to come out and swing. Show him that he got it in him. Show the dog.
What, the dog? You want to see the dog?
Yeah, because I think if he does, then we're for a treat.
Because there's a lot of doubters at the moment.
He has that reserved fighting style, likes to play. He's just with the range and all that kind of shit. And maybe it does work. And that you see a lot of professional boxers do it, but this is YouTube crossover boxing.
We need a scrap.
Fucking go in.
We need a scrap.
Show us your technique. Use it. But
next up, we got this one. Dean the Great versus... Again, this is just a cucking in the lead up to Dean versus Waleed.
Also, we were meant to... I won't say who, but we were meant to have one of the Misfits fighters on today. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it. But hopefully in the future,
we can get someone on.
So that's why it's actually just me and Kyle. You're probably wondering, damn, another solo one. These guys are fucking L merchants. They get no guest merchants.
No pussy.
Literally never felt the touch of a woman.
And you'd be right. You would be right, guys.
That's true. I only have felt the touch of a man.
A greasy man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, and that leads us on to the main event, which was Jay Swingler versus Nick Lamau.
Yo, let me say it quickly, man. I really, really was thinking Jay was gonna fucking just go in and really blitz him, batter him. So when I was filming a video, right?
Yeah. And you were in a confined area with no access to the internet.
Yeah. I was locked in a house for 50 hours, essentially. So I had no internet, no phone, nothing. So I've come out, right, and I'm thinking, first thing I'll do, check Misfits. And I'm thinking, the whole time I'm in there, I'm thinking, yeah, Jay's battered him. I've come out. And it's a scrap. I'm actually seeing people saying, yeah, it was Jay, actually lost.
Look,
Who won that fight? I want a name.
I'm going to be honest with you. I actually, and I'm not even, you can say this is a cop-out, right? I think this is a draw.
Really?
Straight up, I actually believe the fair result here is a draw.
Okay.
If you are a judge and you're itching to give a win to someone, I think it could have gone to Nick, truthfully. But the fair result was a draw, and that's just facts, in my opinion. But I'm focused down this camera because I maybe Chip as well, but I want an apology to Nick Lamau. I'm not gonna lie, we dogged on this guy differently.
I think it was mainly
It was me.
Mainly you.
It was
mainly
me.
You.
I said this guy was total dog water. And to be fair, the only footage I had seen, he was dog water. So whether he just made insane amount of improvements or he was trolling in that video, I don't know. But he deserves an apology from me.
Yeah. There's not often you'll
is-
get a Calfreezy apology.
Yeah. But I'll put my hands up. When I get it wrong, I'll get it wrong because I said this guy sucks.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. He was honestly sick. And
I
by that,
actually like him too,
and by
you
that,
know.
I just mean he was up for it. You could tell. Look, I think he would have actually definitely won this fight if he had gas in the tank. You could tell the occasion took over. He was done.
What do you think about Jay then? You thought Jay, was he not himself? Bro, by the way, there are certain moments in that fight where Jay's like slipping and doing so much, and I think, wow, like he actually looked fucking really good.
Yeah.
Just like he couldn't get the game plan together or something. I don't know. It
was
working.
weird because you're right.
Maybe he just genuinely did underestimate Nick. And he came in thinking he was going to be a bit easier. And Nick shown something back and he's gone, oh, I don't, this is really kind of upset what I came, my game plan here. Is that maybe it?
Yeah, no, I mean, you're right. I saw bits from Jay and I was there like, wow, like Jay's good. Like, you're right, that slip, and then he would hit it. Like, he would throw a good punch. There was moments in there, I'm there like, Jay, I do think Jay is actually the better fighter.
Yeah,
but in that fight, I don't think he was. But I actually think he is the better fighter there. And he's actually done a video since sort of explaining he was disappointed with his showing.
Yeah.
And I think you can understand that. I mean, look, you're going to take the win. You got to win, whatever. And it's not, you know how, like, Kenny's fights, they were a bit like, okay, this is obviously not your win. This one, you can see why Jay got it, but I think he even knows a draw would have been the right result.
Draw would have been fair. I still think Jay is one of the best YouTube boxers. Like one of them. He's not in that upper echelon bracket, but I think for someone with not that many fights, right?
No.
3 or 2?
So I think it's 3 now.
3 fights.
This will be his third.
I think he is one of the better ones.
Yeah.
I put him up there.
Well, mate, that's what I'm saying. When you're watching this fight, you can see there's moments that you're like, yeah, bro, you're actually cold. Like he looked like quite accurate. I don't know. He looked good. He looked like he belonged in there. Yeah. And I think he'll be watching that back. I should have won this.
He shows like one of the better techniques out of everyone. I think he's pretty good from my newbie knowledge, but I still would love to see him fight Gibb.
Well, he did make that call at the end.
I really still want to see that. I saw Gibb tweeting saying he'd absolutely demolish Jay based on that fight. Maybe he would, but I want to see that. That's a super fight for me, Jay versus Gibb too.
That's mega. I think that is a mega
big fight. Their boys should cash a check for that. Like everyone's turning up. Bro, I'm getting lit on that day.
I would like to see that by the end of this year.
I'm getting turned.
The question is, will Mams and Misfits and JJ get the checkbook out? Because it's clear that is the reason why Gibb has yet to fight on a Misfits. He doesn't feel like he's getting offered his wage, which is whatever. But I just hope it doesn't become a stumbling block to these great fights happening. But I totally understand it. Look, like I said, YouTubers especially, they love money, but at the same time, this isn't their job in terms of like boxing. It's just like they want to get in there, they do it. And if they're going to get in there, they want to be paid well for it. Neither of these guys are in a position where they need this, and that's the main thing.
I'm going to be honest, like to say I know all these guys, I really don't know how much any of the YouTube boxers are getting paid. I actually don't know much about any of the figures.
I think it's less than a lot of people think, because...
It's not millions. That's people. Some people think it's like 7 figures, and it's just not, is it? Unless
most of the time... Yeah. I don't think. No, you're right. All
right. So, how much would someone like Tempo Arts be making? Do you reckon?
Let me give a guess. Let me see. So, for someone like Tempo Arts, I'd like to say that's probably the minimum amount for a Misfits fight or whatever. I'd say for one fight, I'm thinking around 15 to 20k.
I think he's about 10k.
Yeah. I was going to say about 10k.
So okay, fair. So we're all in a similar boat there. Yeah. What about someone like? Let's say who was Slim's last fight against? Again, sorry.
Was it Temper?
Was it Temp? And he knocked him out?
Yeah.
Or was it? No. Was it? Sorry, guys.
No, Slim was against Ryan Taylor.
Ryan Taylor.
Ryan Taylor? I mean, I would imagine Slim's probably getting like 100? 75? I don't know.
Oh, wait.
I don't know.
Just type in Slim box record.
Wait, no, are you sure it was Ryan Taylor?
Tom Zanetti.
Tom Zanetti, wasn't it?
Tom Zanetti, there you go.
Zanetti.
Yeah, I would imagine it was probably like 100K. Something around there. Because Slim is now at the point where he's he's a draw.
Yeah,
I'm tuning into a Slim fight.
Yeah, I'm
for
tuning
sure.
in. So he's entertaining as well. His walkouts. I actually fucking like Slim. You know,
His walkouts.
he's grown on me. Like initially, not so much wasn't his biggest fan, but now I'm a fan.
Big time.
And he
I
always
agree with
backs
that.
it up, gets in there. He swings. You know a Slim fight's gonna fucking slap.
Yeah.
He'll chat some shit. I'm there for it.
Absolutely.
I'd like to get him on the pod actually.
Yeah, I saw he went on What's Good, and he was really good on there. I listened to that whole one, and that was that was good. So maybe after his next fight, we could get Slim on here. That'd be sick. But yeah, so I mean, look, that's Misfits. Really, that is that's the stuff there.
Well, what's just before we go off to boxing? What's the next one then? What's the next?
Is it not JMX versus Le'Veon Bell, who is an NFL player, I believe?
New Orleans, by the way. Yo, an excuse to maybe not as.
I ain't going to New Orleans.
Yeah, I told him I'd go, and I just realized the date is when that 24-hour go count is.
Oh, is it?
Look,
but I was gonna go. You see, so
I can go on
can't
your
go.
behalf, Chip.
Huh?
Yeah, no, go out there, but I
wanna go
will
to that
warn you
fight?
though, the flights are expensive, so just keep an eye out when you're booking that.
Yeah, like you paying for yourself, right? No, I tell you
He was
what.
trying to do a podcast out there by
If
himself.
you go, I'll get Joel to plug you like a tier 3 ticket.
Tier 3, so what's that like?
Don't
the
know.
gods?
Bet the fucking back where you belong, you dog.
But this other guy, right, bro? Have you seen his knockout?
No. I'm not familiar with him.
Le'Veon
Bell. Let's
Get
run
this
him all.
knockout is nuts, by the way. A lot of people were tweeting out. They're actually worried for Joel. Watch this. Watch it.
Wait.
Ready?
These guys are. Wow.
Oh my God.
Oh shit, he's actually massive as well.
Bro, he's humongous.
Fuck, man, I hope Joel will be working hard as shit right now.
Well, we had Joel's birthday the other day and he wasn't drinking.
No.
So that is a
That's a
massive
good sign.
That is mental. That is a sign I'd never thought I'd see. Anyways, this guy's supposedly really big in the US. He's not like, obviously, we don't follow NFL or whatever, so we're a bit like, who? But he is big over in the US.
Yeah, okay. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. So that's the boxing. That's a boxing situ. We had to talk about that. We had to catch up, you know?